This is the final video to help you with writing the book, The Very Hungry Kindergartner. In the last two videos, we went over crowd and we went over how to brainstorm ideas to model how to write the sentence. You'll remember we had the brainstormed ideas of what they like to eat for the different meals, as well as the descriptive words of what those foods tasted like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to model. That means explicitly show the students how to write the first sentence. They should then copy it, and that would be the only part in the book that is copied. From here on out, they will be writing on their own if they are able. If they're not able, please be sure to look into the accommodations for your students. And as a parent that's homeschooling or as a teacher in workshop, you should have your students assessed and know exactly where they are in that spectrum and then modify it for them so that they feel very successful in this activity. So I'm going to just use a regular marker, and we're going to talk about breakfast because what I want is to see some timing within this story. So, for breakfast, I like bacon. So, we talk about, at the beginning of your sentence, you'll have a capital letter, and that the letters have to live in the lines, otherwise they have an accident. And I'm obviously using my words that I've already had, my high frequency chart, all of those items will be with you. For breakfast, and that was on the brainstorming page. So it is a word that needs to be spelled correctly. And if you make a mistake as you're doing this with your child, use that as a moment to truly tell them it's okay to make mistakes. We do it all the time. They can erase, scratch out, or start again. Doesn't matter. For breakfast, and I'm important, so I'm a capital letter, like popcorn word. I don't think I can get bacon to fit there. I'm going to come to the next line. Period. Now, all of these words were either on the brainstorming or the high frequency word list. There should be no misspelled words here. It is, what were my words? Yummy. And I want an exclamation point because it's one of my favorite foods. It's wonderful for students to learn to use different punctuation in the proper places. So that was a very brief way to show you how to model how to write a sentence with your student. Now as they go into making their very own sentences, critical that you would then make sure to have them tell you their sentence first to ensure that it makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, you're orally going to help them work through how to make a sentence that's right. If they use a word that is entirely too large, you're going to want to help them out and say, do you think you can spell that? You wouldn't spell it for them because then it becomes your writing. So those are just tips that might help make this process a little bit easier and to ensure that they're beginning to write what they've read and being able to read what they write. So that's all we have for you. Thank you.